Prague. So before I continue with the rest of the video, I have a quick story time. So upon arriving to Prague, I realized that I needed to find a way of transportation to get to the hostel I'm staying at. So I had two options. I could either take an Uber that was about $30 to $40, or I could try and work the buses for $1.20. So I decided to try and work the buses, and everything seemed perfectly normal at first. I got onto the bus, sat down, but then the takeoff happened. And it was so fast, and I was so unprepared for it, that it left my suitcase flying to the back of the bus, nearly crashing into people. And I genuinely think the bus was the reincarnation of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride from Disneyland, the way it just had all these shifty movements and would stop so suddenly. But I made it off the bus, was looking around where to go. I found myself going down to the bottom of the subway, looking for a subway car to hop in. I found myself on the subway I needed to be on. Everything seemed perfectly normal, but then we get to this stop, and the door opens, and this huge black figure just emerges in the bus, and it looked like a G.I. Joe character, the way this guy had on all this armor and weaponry and was loaded up, but it was weird to see. I eventually found myself at this Charles Bridge after getting off the subway, and I knew I had to cross it. And it was pretty scary because it was dimly lit, and I've heard of pickpockets, so I decided I would try and activate my Sharingan, which I did. And upon crossing the bridge, I was looking at everything, making sure no one was getting near me. My head was actually on a swivel. And to make it even worse, my suitcase is one of the ones where it stands straight up to be pushed. And with all the cobblestone, it kept getting caught in it. And I couldn't tilt it because obviously it needs to be straight up. But I eventually made it to the hostel, got all situated, didn't get pocketed, completely safe. So that was super nice. And then I rewarded myself by getting a nice Tredelnik, which is a traditional Czech dessert. It's like this funnel that's cinnamony, and on the inside it has ice cream, and it was super good. And then I ended up going to sleep, and that was the first day of arriving in Czech. This is the room. Thought I'd give you guys a bit of a tour. So this is just some chairs, the table. I like to do my reading there. This is my little setup in the corner. There's some other beds for the different workers. This is my bed. I like it, it's cool. Got my computer there, got more videos I want to start working on. And then underneath I got my shoes, my backpack, just some drink. This is my corner where I keep all my stuff, my suitcase, some clothes, hats, then my books, things like that. That's my dirty clothes in the black bag. Then I got my camera equipment bag in there, and I have my other bag of dirty clothes in there. And it's a very nice location. I really like it because right outside is the Charles Bridge, which is a big tourist attraction. And overall, it is in the center of everything, so I can pretty much walk everywhere. So it's day 3, haven't done too much. I woke up, I got a gym membership at this gym called Next Move. It's super aesthetically pleasing. I'll make sure to get some more videos and pictures in the future so you guys can see what it looks like. I just didn't do it today because didn't feel like it. And then I got back to the hostel and I started reading this book. It's really good. I was gifted it by someone who I look up to, and it's making me really learn a lot about myself, so I'm super happy with it. And then now I'm going to try a traditional Czech dish called the Knedlin, or it's Knedlin, something like that. And Alright, thought I'd do a little fit check before I go out. Got my Raider hat that I got from Allegiant. Got my raw gear, it's the Naruto drop. Just some black sweats, the shoes, and my Sherpa jacket, and we're heading out now. Currently on my way to this restaurant called Nedlin. They have this Czech doughy dessert that I'm really wanting to try. And just from walking there and seeing all this architecture is amazing. So I just got done with Nedlin. I had the Czech dessert and it was amazing. It was this chocolatey, rich, doughy, like bun ball, and it was super good. And yeah, that about wraps up the video. I have a lot more stuff ready to come on the way, and thank you for all your support.